Hi guys, I just want to say first that I realize that I'm sort of filming a lot of videos in one day and I'm wearing the same thing. Sometimes I'll get questions, not a lot of questions, but sometimes I'll get a question or two asking if I just wear the same thing every day. I don't. I film most of my videos, if I can, all in one day, so I'll like click record, click stop, and then click record, and then click stop. So I film multiple videos in a day. It's very rare that I'll film every day. So that's why I just want to ask, or no, I don't want to ask myself questions. I'm going to answer questions that you guys have frequently asked questions about my prank calls. The first one being, well, there's a lot of them. My nose is so itchy, sorry. People ask me how I get so many prank calls up and how do I find time. When I do prank calls, I'll do it in one day, and it'll usually take about an hour and a half. And I put all of the videos, or all of the calls that have been successful, the ones that get people talking or that are kind of funny, even if they're short, if they're kind of funny, I'll be like, oh, I could use that. And then I'll just do that for all of them. Hopefully I've gotten a lot in that hour and a half that I can use. A lot of the times I only get a few, sometimes I get a lot. So I'll do that for all of them that I have, get rid of all the excess stuff, which I'll talk about in a second, where nobody answers the phone, and it's just continuous ringing over and over. And I'll schedule them all to upload. When I do the prank calls, so this is what happens. I've said this before, but I don't remember when. But I will get the phone book out, I will dial random numbers, and I will sit there for an hour and a half, or however long, until I get enough people to answer the phone and stay on the phone. Most of the footage of my prank calls for that hour and a half is unusable, because it's me just sitting there getting hung up on, or mostly nobody just answering the phone, like it just goes to voicemail, or answering machine. So that's really annoying. And sometimes people come and saying, you look so bored when you're doing your prank calls. It's because I am bored. It's very, very, very boring to do. It's worth it in the end when I get the funny prank calls. But I'm not going to pretend that the process of sitting there for an hour and a half when I just hear a continuous ringing noise that I can't do anything with is fun. It's not fun. I'm by myself for an hour and a half, calling random people. Like, it's very draining. It's really, really draining. My back always hurts after, because I'm sitting in that position for so long. So, when you see me in my videos, just imagine before the person answers the phone, I have could be 20 minutes of just sitting there listening to ringing, 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 hang up. So, when somebody does answer, I'm not already in it. I'm expecting them to not answer the phone. So when they do answer, then it's okay, let's do this. So that's a little bit of explanation on that. And then people say, oh, if you don't want to do them, or if they're boring, why do you do them? The boring part is inevitable, because there's no way around it. I don't know who I'm going to call and who's going to answer, so I just have to deal with sitting around waiting for them. I like the end result. I always like when a call goes well or somebody stays on the phone. It's always worth it. But I do the prank calls, I would say 100%, because you guys like to watch them. So they always get more views than any of my other videos, and anybody can see that. So, yeah, I do them because you want me to do them. I always have done them because you want me to do them. I'm talking really fast, I know that. But anyway, yeah. So that's why I do them. I don't hate doing them. They definitely can get annoying to do them, especially just because it's daunting to think about how long they'll be sitting there. But again, once I have them done and I'm oh, there are a few good ones in there, I'm very glad that I did them. And I'm happy to put them up and for you guys to watch them. So that's why I do them, because you guys want me to do them, and they make people laugh and people enjoy them. So I'm not going to stop doing them just because they're boring to do at the time, or I don't know. I'm not going to stop doing them. My channel never started as a prank call channel, ever. It actually started, with movie reviews and random comedy things, and stuff like that. So then I started doing prank calls because I noticed that people liked when I did them. But I always do, my channel's always been all different things. My channel has always been anything I want. So if I never, did anything different, then I would have never done the prank calls, and it would have just been movie reviews and comedy stuff. So I never would have done prank calls if I stuck to what I usually do. So when I do different things makeup videos or fashion videos, I've always done those also, just not a lot, just every once in a while. But if I never did anything new with those, some people say, well, why are you doing these new videos? You're a prank call channel. I never was a prank calls channel. It's the doing new things that brings about different, different types of videos. And so I always upload different types of videos. I always just do what I feel like doing, or that I know you guys want to watch. So yeah, I just want to make it clear. I think some people think that I started out as a prank call channel, or that I'm only a prank call channel. And while I may upload more prank calls than other videos, that's just because you guys like them more. So this whole channel is really just me doing what you guys want me to do, but nothing that I don't really want to do. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do. So yeah, and please, if you like my prank calls, please tell your friends or share the videos. The thing about prank calls is that, they're usually short. And I know this is another thing, is some people say, oh, well, why are your prank calls so short? I like when they're longer. I don't have the option of how long the calls are. Again, this is another thing. I don't call anyone twice. I've never, ever, ever called the same person twice. I don't know anybody that I call. They're all random numbers. You're going to have to take my word for it. I am telling you the honest truth. I don't know how else to tell you. I don't know anybody I call. I've never called the same person twice. I know I get comments saying, oh, this person sounds like the same person in all your videos. It's not the same person, and that's really all I can tell you. I don't know, I don't think you guys actually think that they're the same person, but I think you're just commenting it. I don't know why, because if it was the same person, it would just be insane. If I called one person for every video, I would be a complete liar con artist who is trying to pretend all this stuff to you people. I don't know what you think that I am. That's why I never, when I get those comments, I'm like, really? What are you talking about? Do you even realize what you're saying? If that were true, do you even realize what that would mean? But no, I don't ever, all the calls that I do are 100% real. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, back to what I was saying, is the thing about my prank calls is that I can't control how long they are. Sometimes I get a 20-minute phone call, sometimes I get a 1-minute phone call, but if I think that the 1 minute or 2 minute is kind of funny, then you guys will, sort of get a little chuckle out of it, then I'll upload it. And sometimes I'll put, several 1-minute ones into one video, and sometimes I just put up a 1-minute video. It really depends on how many I have. The thing about YouTube is you have to look into the next week or two to see if you have enough videos to upload. And so I'm not going to upload them all in one day and then have nothing for 2 weeks. I space them out. That's just how it goes. That's how I upload my videos. And the length of the videos is completely not even up to me. It's up to the person on the phone. I try really hard to keep them on the phone for a long time, but sometimes they just realize that they can hang up, and they do. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, I guess ask them in the comments and I'll answer them. And look for some prank calls coming up soon, hopefully. And that's it. Bye.